In this video, we'll make a simple main menu and gameplay pause menu from scratch. It'll require a little bit of simple scripting. Let's take the test scene that we've built up over the past few videos and save it in a new folder, _game, naming the scene Gameplay. The Dialog Manager and Save System need to be in the main menu too, so drag the Dialog Manager into the Project view to make a prefab variant. Then create a new empty scene for the main menu. Add the Dialog Manager. We'll use Unity UI for the menu, but you can alternatively use UI Toolkit instead if you prefer. Add a canvas for the menu. We'll organize the menu buttons in a vertical layout group that will center the buttons in the screen. Then add a UI button. Copy it 2 more times so that we have 3 buttons. Name the first button New Game button. Add a Save System Methods component. We'll connect this button to SaveSystemMethods.RestartGame and specify the first gameplay scene. This means we need to add our scenes to build settings. We also don't want to keep around the old save data from our previous videos, since that saved game has recorded the scene name test in the saved game data. To delete it, inspect the saved game data storer and click Clear Saved Games. Now we'll set up the Continue Game button. This button should only be interactable if a saved game already exists. We'll need a small script for that. If you want more than one saved game slot in your own main menu, you can follow a similar procedure for all of the slots. For now, we'll just use the single slot. Create a script named Continue button. This script requires that the game object has a button component. In onEnable, set the button interactable only if there is a saved game in slot 1. To do this, call SaveSystem.HasSavedGameInSlot. Back in Unity, add that script to the button. Then add another Save System Methods. You can configure onClick to call SaveSystemMethods.LoadFromSlot, or if you want to fall back to restarting from the beginning if there is no saved game in that slot, use Load or Restart. Then specify the slot number. For the Quit button, set the button label. We'll need another small script. Create a script named Quit Button. This script also requires a button component. We'll hook up the button's onClick in code to call application.quit. And if we're playing in the editor, we can also set editor application.isPlayingFalse to end play mode. And that's our main menu. Let's test out the Quit button first. That works, so let's test New Game. That works too, but you may have noticed that since the Step on Cube quest starts active, it's visible in the main menu scene. We don't want that. Here are two ways to address it. First, we can make sure all quests start in the unassigned state. Or we can hide the Quest Tracker HUD in the main menu. We'll need another small script for that. Create a script named Hide Quest Tracker. In Start, we need to find the Quest Tracker and call its Hide Tracker method. When we leave the scene, we try to find the Quest Tracker again and call its Show Tracker method. I'll add the null checking question mark in case we're quitting the game and the Quest Tracker doesn't exist anymore. Add the script to the main menu scene. Now we can create a pause menu in the gameplay scene. Create another canvas for this. And add another vertical layout group. Let's also add a dark semi-transparent overlay when the menu is open. If you have other canvases in the scene, you may want to set the canvas's sort order to be higher than the others. I won't bother doing that here. Now we'll add some buttons to our menu. Name them Resume button, Save Game button, Load Game button, Main Menu button, and Quit button. The Quit button works like in the main menu. just add the Quit button script. For the main menu button, add a Save System Methods and configure onClick to reset the game state, that is, quest states and variable values, by calling SaveSystemMethods.ResetGameState, and then call LoadScene to return to the main menu scene. We only want the Load Game button to be interactable if there's a saved game in slot 1. So add our existing Continue button script to it. Then add a Save System Methods and configure onClick to call Load from Slot and specify the slot number. For the Save Game button, we'll use two events. I'll hook up the second event first, which is to call SaveSystemMethods.SaveSlot and specify the slot number. For the first event, we'll show an alert message. So add a dialog system trigger and assign its onUse to the button's onClick. Then select Add Action Show Alert and set the message to Saving Game. For Resume, we might be able to get away with just deactivating the canvas, but we'll see as we move forward. Now let's set the labels on all of the buttons. The last thing we need to do is provide a way to open the pause menu when the player presses escape. Create a new script named Pause Menu. The script needs a reference to the pause menu canvas. In the update method, we check if the player has pressed the escape key. If so, we flip the canvas between active and inactive, and we set the game's timescale accordingly. If you don't want to pause time, that's fine. It's just how we're doing it in this example. Back in Unity, add the script to the pause menu and assign the canvas. Then set the canvas inactive. Since we're pausing time, the Resume button can't just deactivate the pause canvas. It also needs to resume time. So let's add a Resume method to the pause menu script. And back in Unity, hook up the button to that method. So let's give this a try. If I play the scene and press escape, well, nothing happens. So let's take a look at the script. And the problem is that I missed the exclamation mark that negates the current active value. Now let's confirm it works. We can also test the main menu button. Let's test saving and loading. Technically, the save is working, but we can't see the alert message since it's covered by the pause menu. To resolve this, when the player clicks the save button, let's first close the pause menu and then show the alert message and save. And then we can test loading to confirm that it loads the saved game. And that's it for a basic main menu and pause menu. You can of course get fancier with it, or use the Menu Framework add-on package if you don't want to deal with it yourself. One component we didn't cover in this video is the Auto Save Load component. Particularly if you're making a mobile game, this is handy for saving whenever the app loses focus or gets closed, and then resuming at the same place when the user resumes the app. If you have any questions about the save system, please contact us on the forum, website, or Discord. Thanks for watching.